Hi, I'm Kathleen Gotel, and I am Team 8-2 Social Studies teacher, and I also happen to be the team leader. Welcome to the 2021 school year. A little bit about me. I am a nationally board certified teacher in adolescent social studies. I also have the track coach. I've been teaching for 20 plus years, most of which have been in D303. I did teach for 5 years in District 33, which is West Chicago. I'm also a resident of D303 and a mom of 3, 2 of which have graduated D303 schools and college and have jobs, and I still have one younger one here in 7th grade at Redling. So what does 8th grade social studies actually look like? It's a lot different than what social studies looked like when we went to school. It is the 8th grade happens to be the second year of the study of United States history, government, geography, economics. And through inquiry, we study significant eras and events, and students will continue to explore the growth and the challenges that the United States went through as a nation and how our document has kind of changed over time, our Constitution, how we've amended it and created, rights and out of troubles that we have had. So we study basically from the Civil War through the 20th century civil rights movement. Throughout the year, students will consider the question, to what extent is America a land of opportunity for all? And all of our units can kind of fit underneath that category. We learn through the inquiry process. We start with questioning and wonders. And so as we are in our financial literacy unit now, what questions and wonders, how does economics impact our budget? And, how does that, what do we need to know in order to be successful in that category? And so we ask questions, and then we investigate, we research. I teach many lessons. Some are teacher directed, some are student directed. We have the Discovery Education Textbook, which is a digital textbook to kind of supplement a lot of our learning. And then we try to make meaning out of that. And sometimes we go back to questioning again. And so we kind of go through and evaluate our sources and conclusions and things like that. And ultimately, we collaborate and communicate our decisions and ideas, all while being guided and scaffolded through the process. So what do we study actually? So we're currently in our economic literacy unit. It's only a 3-week unit, so we'll be wrapping it up here real soon. We look at slavery and the Civil War. And then we move into a changing society. We look at immigration and industrialization and how immigration fed industrialization, how industrialization fed immigration. And then we look at Unit 4, which is the government's role in society. And we start with the Great Depression, a lot of the government programs that came out of there, and then looking at various government programs throughout history. And then we end with our struggle for equality, which in there also includes a 2-week mandated unit on the Holocaust. In our struggle for equality, we look at the backbone of the civil rights movement, but then look at civil rights in a variety of other areas in our society as well. Like I stated before, the Discovery Education Textbook is kind of our main resource. Students all have an account that they log in with their Google ID and Google password. We kind of work on the premise that no government is perfect. One of the chief virtues of a democracy, however, is that its defects are always visible and under democratic process can be pointed out and corrected. So a quote by Harry Truman that kind of looks at how our Constitution has adapted and changed over time. As far as grading goes, it's the basic grading policy there, 90 to 100, all the way down. We typically grade just classwork and assessments. The classwork kind of builds up into the assessments. The materials that they'll need for class are obviously a charged Chromebook because our textbook is digital. Students have a notebook that they work in, a folder, pens, pencils, and then colored pencils that we need from time to time. I always tell them kind of the premise of the entire class is to make them think. And so I always tell them my job is to make you think, not think the way I think. And so there's a lot of critical thinking, a lot of collaborative critical thinking that really tries to engage them in the process. So if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. I'm looking forward to working with you this year.